TikTok continues to fight a law signed by President Joe Biden in April that requires it to divest from Chinese-based parent company ByteDance by January 19, 2025, or be banned in the U.S. Lawmakers argued national security concerns. TikTok argues a right to free speech. If the law takes effect, U.S. app stores and internet services could face hefty fines for hosting the app and its updates.
That's what keeps it running smoothly. So after a certain point, if you're not getting updates to TikTok, it's basically going to stop working.
And that could prompt a shift in where users spend time online, especially younger users whose preferences change.
One of the things that is constant with the work that we do with teens is just acknowledging that the social media landscape can change, and sometimes swiftly.
Monica Anderson of the Pew Research Center says their survey of teens ages 13 to 17 found nearly half say they are online almost constantly. YouTube is the most widely used and visited platform among teens, and about 6 in 10 visit TikTok every day. Some TikTok users have started to lean into similar platforms like Meta's Instagram Stories, but could eventually see change among the big U.S.-based tech companies, who CNET technology reporter Abrar Al-Hiti says are facing their own government pushback because of their size and influence.
They're not going to be banned, but they are facing some pushback as well. So it is an opportunity for American companies to potentially step in and fill the void, but it's still, they're still facing scrutiny for other reasons too.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
And tonight's good news here at home. After 40 years, a student.
Real fast. A plane? I can't tell what it is. Whoa, is that moving quick? That could be a drone. I don't know what the hell that is. But that is quick. There's only one remaining right now. Whatever that green flashing one is, he moved quick around it to get it. Super quick. He's like right there with it. Oh, he's like right on it. Oh, that whatever it was just shut down the drone. If that was a drone. Holy crap. It's starting.
And that's the reason why they want to take down TikTok. But anyway, Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noah's in the gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the Spirit. As we just saw the first video, that they want to ban TikTok less than 6 weeks. As they've been trying to get rid of TikTok because I don't believe that it's installable on government phones at this point. But they've been trying to get rid of TikTok for some time now because Esau is losing the information war, as we always speak. And we bring out these accounts of how their whole regime has been exposed through social media. Now, don't get it twisted. You do have a lot of disinformation out there. You have a lot of sites out there that convolutes information, as well as these think tanks, which Esau loses the control of the information world, which loses control of the narrative. So what he does is he will overly flood these platforms with all types of information. Let's just say if you look up a video on the Illuminati, or let's just say the whole situation with Brian Thompson, right? And the whole scandal with Luigi, what's his name, Marcionia, some shit, I don't know. But anyway, let's just say you have a story about that, but then you'll have 10 other counter stories that goes around that narrative to take away the actual fact as to what happened. That way he's able to come in and control the narratives, because if you got 1,000 videos on that one video, who's going to sit there and cycle through all those videos to try to find the truth? Okay, so usually people, with their attention spans is usually pretty short. So what people would do, they may listen to 1 or 2 videos, maybe 3, and they would take their information and run with it, which hence your conspiracy theorists, right? But since he's losing an information war, videos like I showed you with this chariot shooting down this drone, because we've said it in a video we did Friday, we stated that Esau was basically deploying drones, or we speculated that some of the drones that he had up there was actually drones, but then some of them that they wasn't showing was chariots. And it came out that Esau was deploying drones in the skies to find out what was up there, or trying to basically get intel on the chariots, and they were getting shot down. And this is the reason why they declared it a national emergency over America, because Trump came out and he even said it. He said, look, the government knows what's going on, but I don't know why they're not telling people. But he said there's something really, really strange going on, man. So these devils know, but yet they're pushing these drones, this drone shit in the news to make people think that it's some type of drone company or some type of military drills, or they even went as far as to say that, oh, well, it's Iran, they're deploying drones over here, when they debunked the fact that there was no mothership off the eastern board. Everybody knew that was a lie, okay? So there's something going on here, and he's losing control of the narrative. Hence, he wants to shut down TikTok now, because basically he's losing the information war. Okay, it's come out that the selections were rigged. It's came out that Pelosi had something to do with this whole Brian Thompson thing. It's came out that Biden and his son his son was basically pardoned from prison, or pardoned from charges when he's to be a known crackhead. Okay, it came out that America was setting up biolabs in the Ukraine and in different countries. All this information is coming out via TikTok, because you damn sure ain't learning it from MSNBC. Okay, so it says the clock is ticking on a U.S. ban of TikTok set to take effect less than 6 weeks, and this is nothing more but this is nothing more but a famine of the word, because eventually when TikTok goes, Instagram is gonna go, because what you don't find, and then another thing too, these platforms are heavily monitored. Okay, TikTok not being American owned, so they're able to get past certain security parameters and put things out there without the the censoring. But places like Meta or Facebook and Twitter, even Twitter, people are getting by with putting shit on there, because this guy Elon Musk, which he's named it X, which was formerly Twitter, he's about so-called free speech, even though he's controlled opposition. Okay, then you got Meta, Facebook, you got Instagram, and people can find a way to get information out there. Okay, but places like BitChute, not TikTok, Rumble, okay, and all these other platforms, people will find a way to get this information out here. But eventually, they're going to shut down the likings of Instagram. They're going to shut down Facebook. They're going to shut down Twitter. And eventually, they're just going to shut everything down, because the famine of the word is getting ready to set in. And on top of that, Esau is on the ropes, man. Okay, because we just saw in a video how the chariot just shot down this fucking drone. All right, the chariot like, man, get this shit out my face, man, and shot this nigga down. And it's reportedly this has been happening all over America, man. Okay, because they got a map, and basically they were showing how many so-called drones, which is funny, they changed the narrative from UFOs to UAPs, IFOs, now they're drones. But if you look at the map, basically the drones or the chariots is in Esau shit. Okay, every state where there's population, they're seeing actual orbs up here, ships. Now, not the actual ship itself, but they're seeing orbs of light, and they're moving in different fashion, man. Okay. Now, it's so funny, though, because like when I looked at the map, chariots was everywhere where was population outside of the Rockies, the Rocky Mountains and all that shit, in the Grand Canyon. But like in Cali, Washington, Chicago, Philly, New York, New Jersey, Kansas City, we see them all the time out here. They even popped up at the camp. So this man is getting ready to lose his damn mind. All right. But this is prophecy. And it says here, as TikTok moves on its legal options, users and tech companies are wondering what the social media landscape will look like without the app. And people going to go batshit crazy, because for the simple fact, people, people, they're able to express themselves, and people are getting a lot of truth off TikTok. You know, even though as silly as it may sound, because you have a lot of disinformation out there, but nonetheless, you can cycle through some of them videos and you can get the information you need in order to report. Okay, TikTok used to be one of them quick song and dance, you just acting stupid and fugaziness, because I think it was like 15-second TikToks, but now you're able to record videos for up to 5 minutes, and people, they're not gonna like to lose that feature. So you better believe there's gonna be a heavy protest behind it. But it says the TikTok continues to fight a law signed by President Joe Biden in April that requires it to divest from Chinese-based parent company ByteDance by January 19, 2025, will be banned in the United States. So basically, either sell it to us or we're going to ban it. And the reason why they want to sell it to it, because they can make revenue off of it. And on top of that, they can heavily monetize it, and they can censor it. Okay, he just like, okay, well, you know what? If you're not going to allow us to censor this program or this platform, then basically you just can't have it over here. Because I guarantee you, the minute that ByteDance decides to sell this shit to the United States, I guarantee you about 80% of these videos are going to be censored. Mark those words, because they did the same thing with YouTube. They're doing the same thing with Facebook. Instagram, you can barely say a fucking cuss word on there, or some accounts, or they'll ban your shit. So yeah, he's losing the war, and this is the reason why he's mad, man. But it's all prophecy, because the scriptures speak of the famine of the word. Because sooner than later, YouTube is not going to be around too much longer. And we're not going to be able to go out on the streets, because eventually things are going to fall apart, right? But it says lawmakers have argued TikTok poses national security concerns, but TikTok argues for a right for free speech. And this is what they want to do away with, free speech. You know, in America, you pose a global, a national security concern. When you're setting up military bases in places, when you're setting up foreign zones in Taiwan and trying to overthrow Syria and Iran, you're the freaking threat, man. But yet you're not able to make those claims, because Esau, he's the only one that can play the victim card. But everybody else, you have to suffer the repercussions. Just like a damn woman, play the victim card, right? But it says here, if the law takes effect, the U.S. app stores and internet service could face hefty fines for offering an app and its updates. But Google and Apple must be ready to remove TikTok from their U.S. app stores on January 19th, U.S. lawmakers said in a letter to the company CEOs Friday, because they're losing the war. It says new users will not be able to download TikTok, and for current users, updates won't be available, which keeps the app up and running. It says, and that's what keeps it running so smoothly. So after a certain point, if you're not getting updates to TikTok, it's basically going to stop working. But it says the TikTok ban could prompt a shift in where people spend time online, especially young users whose preference change. But Monica Anderson of a Pew Research Center says their survey of teens aged 13 to 17 found that nearly half of them say they are online most constantly. But the survey found out that YouTube is the most widely used and visited platform among teens. So about 6 in 10 teens said they use TikTok every day. All right. But regardless of it, they want to ban. OK, because eventually that's just the way that the word goes. That's just what it is. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna actually make this a 2-part video. It's a spirit. So let's go from here to the book of and that's the spirit. The spirit had me in Psalms the 19th chapter first anyway. Because eventually, they're going to do away with this thing. They're going to even try to shut us down. And because the chairs are showing up, eventually they're going to try to come after us, man. And that's just the reality of it. But we understand it, because it's prophetic. But this is the book of Psalms 19. And I'm going to start at verses 1. It says, the heavens declare the glory the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Now, when you read this is going into, the sun, the moon, the stars, the different planets, all that good stuff, right? But it's twofold. It says, and day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. Okay? So when you go on the World Wide Web, that's what the term www stands for. On the World Wide Web, you can get these videos pretty much from anywhere in the world due to what they call the internet, man. Okay? Which is pretty much put together by fiber optics, man. Like Wi-Fi, all that shit. They run these cables on the ocean floor and on the ground, so therefore they're not easily sabotaged. but also Esau has satellites as well. All right. But it says here, there's no speech nor language wherein their voice is not heard. Because I remember the apostles was bringing out accounts back in 2007 and 8, even 9 and 10, that people was watching their videos in different countries with subtitles on there. Okay. So this word is going out. And this is why he wants to ban these platforms, because he's afraid. But the cat is already out the bag. So it's nothing that he can do about it but accept his judgment. But as we always talk, and we always repeated and uttered, that he's going to fight to hold on to his kingdom. All right. He's not going to just give up easy. He ain't just going to stop and let his kingdom die out. OK, like prime example. The chariots are in the skies, but yet he's still spraying chemtrails. OK, because he totally defies the Most High. Like when I woke up this morning, it was pretty much projected to be a sunny day. But now I'm looking out my window and there ain't nothing but clouds. And you know why? Because those are chemicals he's spraying in the air. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, this dude got some fucking nerve. He's spraying the skies, but yet the angels are shooting your shit down. But you got some fucking audacity to defy the Most High. But this is Babylon the Great, so we understand that the Lord has given this dominion into Esau's hand to do whatever he pleases with it. But there will be a judgment, okay? But even then, I'm not going to defy the Heavenly Father, even if he gives me the ability to do so at a time. I'm not going to defy the Heavenly Father because I know what he can do on the back end. But yet this nigga is spraying chemtrails, killing people. So the Lord got to take this nigga down. Okay, because like I said, I'm looking outside right now. And I'm like, wait a minute. We didn't have this much cloud coverage this morning. But when I looked up, they were spraying the skies heavy. And bam, here we go. And they do this shit all the time around this year. So therefore, they can have some type of excuse to bring in another fucking pandemic, man. It's crazy. But anyway, it says their line is going out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. And in them he have set a tabernacle for the sun, which a tabernacle was the dwelling place, and the sun represents wisdom and knowledge. And this is how most people get their information. Of course, books, but most books you can find online. You have what they call ebooks or downloadable PDF files, man. Okay, so a lot of people go online and get their information, and a lot of people are getting information from TikTok, which I will personally tell brothers, don't believe everything you see. Always filter through these different sources out here, because people just put shit up all the time, man. And you have to learn how to decipher through the particular narratives to get to the narrative, because you know the narrative that Esau is giving us is always a lie. And this is why on CNN, they would never show you the video I just showed you on TikTok, because they want to control the narrative. But that's how cold the Lord is. He's going to force these motherfuckers to show the truth, man. Okay, because ain't no way in hell that you're going to continue to hide the Heavenly Father in his existence. Okay, you want to sit up there and say drones is covering the skies and that these are aliens, but yet a drone got shot down by a chariot. So how do you make that make sense, right? And the fact that we're seeing it on TikTok, the fact that we're seeing it, hey, bam, he's trying to get rid of it. Like as a video that I got off of Brother Page. It was a plane, and it was basically a guy was filming outside the plane. Well, he was filming the outside from inside the plane, and you saw the chariots out there, man. And I heard that video got clipped. Okay, but I'm going to upload that in my next video, because I don't think YouTube would take it down. But even if they did take it down, they won't give a strike, because technically I'm not violating any guidance, you know. But still, they want to control the narrative, and they can't. All right. So let's go from here to the book of Isaiah, the 55th chapter. And let's start at verses 10. And it reads, it says, as for rain that cometh down and the snow from heaven and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth and maketh it bring forth and bud, that they may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my words that go forth out of my mouth. It says, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that where I please, and it shall prosper in a thing whereto I sent it. So regardless of it, man, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's word is going to go forth. Okay, you can do 1,000 TikTok bans, all right? You can ban CNN. Hey, people got cell phones, and the Lord just going to pop up on you to the point that nobody's going to be able to deny it. So all your lies and falsified information, Esau is the biggest progenitor of disinformation. Because like one of the elders always say, who's fact checking the fact checkers? because I believe that the news is owned by what, like maybe 2, 3 small hats. A particular, I think all the news medias are owned by a particular family, maybe 2. Something that I've read a long time ago. I can't recall, but MSNBC, NBC, Channel 5 News, all that bullshit, CNN, MSN Money, all that shit is owned by the same goddamn corporations, man. And they control what goes out. So you have places like Rumble and BitChute and TikTok and all these other platforms that gives you a different narrative, then this is when they feel some type of way. Like with the whole what was that hurricane that hit the Carolinas and not Alabama, it was the Carolinas, Georgia, I think parts of Florida, and maybe like Tennessee or some shit, one of them states. But I believe the hurricane hit like 4 to 5 states, and we found out that the Biden administration only offered people a small amount of money compared to the damages, but yet they were sending all this money and medical aid over to Ukraine and to Israel. Then again, found out that there was lithium fields out there and that they was currently building up 15-minute smart cities. But they ain't never tell you that shit on the news, right? Because they want the people to remain ignorant. And this is why the news companies are losing ratings. They're losing views, all types of shit, because nobody is buying the bullshit no more. All right? This is the book of Deuteronomy 32, and I'm going to start at 1. It says, "Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, and my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass." All right? Because this is a certain thing. If brothers ever woke up in the morning and you saw dew on the ground, okay, in the ancient world, the earth was watered through what they call a dew. Because believe it or not, you have the earth's core, which is lava and molten rock and fire, but also within that you have water. Okay, so you do have water that comes from out of the earth as well. Okay, if you dig so far, scientists even proved it. They said they dug and they found fucking what do you call waterfalls under. You got waterfalls literally under the earth, man. It's crazy. It's such a diverse planet we live on, man. It's like we have no idea on what type of abode we live on. To the point you have oceans underneath oceans. Like how your pa's that, man. But this devil wants to destroy everything. And like I said, I'm looking outside right now and these clouds look scary as shit. That's wild. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a picture of these clouds, man. And these ain't even clouds. This is chemtrails. It looks eerie. You know, but this is what this devil is doing. And yet it took them maybe 2-3 hours. They've been spraying the skies off. Matter of fact, no, it was clear last night. They started spraying the skies like 4 o'clock this morning. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. I want to say within 5, 6, maybe within the last 2-3 hours, the full cloud coverage. You know, but yet he wants to destroy the earth. But it says, "Because I will publish the name of Yahweh, ascribe ye greatness unto our power." All right. So yeah, when you publish something, that means that you're putting something out there. So yeah, E, you through, bruh. You is through. Amos 8:11, it says, "Behold, the days come, says Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, but not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Most High." Yeah. Okay, because like we said, eventually you're going to come looking for the prophets and we're not going to be around. Okay, we're not going to be there to answer your questions and give you breakdowns or do fucking endless debates with people like some of these guys are priding themselves in. Oh, let's debate. How many times you going to debate a motherfucking Christian? Let's debate. Fuck your debates, man. Teach the word. Teach prophecy. You know? But it says here, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro, and seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it." That's right, man. So one day you're going to click on, you're going to go to www.greatmillstone.com, or you're going to type in GMS or whatever, or any Israelite video, and you may get a GOCC video, but they ain't doing the work any damn way. You may get GOCC, and then you follow them. Hey, you're going to get led straight to hell. Literally to the grave, all right? One more precept and I end it. This is the book of, where we at? 2nd Esdras 5. And I'm going to start at 5, and let's start at verses 9. And it says, "And salt water should be found in the sweet, and friends should destroy one another. Then should wit hide itself, and understanding will draw itself into a secret chamber." And it says, "And it should be sought of many, and yet not found, then shall unrighteousness and inconsistency be multiplied on earth. One land shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous going through thee? And it shall say, no. And at the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain, and they shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. So people are going to run to and fro to find this truth, and they're not going to be able to find it. All right, but anyway, with that, all praises and glory and honor is due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, you edified. To the next lesson.